All right. Welcome back to Footprint. I am Samuel Attah-Mensah, and you heard the song right there, Etuie. And you know the man, Ben Brako. On Footprint today, he is the man that we are going to walk through his whole trajectory. Is he just a musician? Is he just a high life person? Is it jazz? Or he has other sides to his life that we never knew? People, welcome to the program and stay tuned. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll hear from the man himself, Ben George Kobina Brako.
George Bernard Kobina Brako, widely known as Ben Brako, is a name that will always be synonymous with contemporary high-life music in Ghana and across the world. His musical journey began in St. Augustine's College, where he was the leader of the school band, Famous Flames. He transitioned from doing corporate to pursuing music, and his first album, Baya, remains a top seller until now, winning him both Album of the Year and Artist of the Year in 1988. His journey unfolds on Footprints now.
Welcome back. It's Footprints, and I'm here with George Brako. Do you get to be called George or all the time Ben?
When people confuse me with George Brako.
That's a good one. Okay, so sounds like George Darko and Bernard George Brako. Yes.
But my real name is Kobina Tremartin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Kobina
traditional
Tremartin.
the name they gave me, yeah.
Oh, okay. Your Tremartin is from where again?
Achim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my father is Achim.
Achim means what?
That means he's from the same place like the ex-president.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Achim, they have about 3 or 4 of them. So which town in Achim?
Oh, no, okay. My father's father is from Bakatue.
Where is that?
That's the fashion where they have chibi and all those areas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's that part of Achim.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. And but you did you have any encounter with that part of your family?
Oh, yes.
Growing up, you
Very
lived
much
there.
so. I'm still in touch with them.
But you never lived there.
My father had a house in his village called Asafo, so we used to go there.
Achima Safo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to go there.
Wow.
Quite a lot, yeah.
Achima Safo is on the side of the Kukuntumi
Yes.
area.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good. That's good. So tell me, Bernard George Kobina Brako, and music. What informed the choice of the title Etuie for the song that we used to introduce the program?
Yeah, very interesting question. Etuei is actually a traditional god in Cape Coast. And the whole Bakatue thing is based on Etuei.
Oh, I see.
Okay. It is the god of renewal when they break the lagoon with the sea to refresh it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise it gets stale. Okay, so it is renewal, it is rebirth, it is harvest, and all that. That's why the festival is based on it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm learning this for the first time.
Yeah.
But have you had occasions to explain this to people?
Yes, those who know think that I'm Antichrist.
Really?
Because
what's Antichrist?
They believe that anything to do with the traditional, religion is
really?
Antichrist.
For real?
Yes.
Educated people?
Oh yes, especially the educated people, because they have been indoctrinated more about.
That's your Antichrist. As in, you are not aligned with the Christian doctrines, or you are anti-Christian.
Well, they think some accuse me of being anti-Christian.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah,
That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate. Yeah, but it's just kind of educating people on the culture and the
Yes,
traditions.
yes.
That
It's very important because when you listen to the lyrics, we're saying that Mobrowa,
yeah,
pity.
I hear that. Yes.
Ebobo abrewa poso poso, ansa na ehu wokwase a aye.
Wow, that's deep.
Ebo perwenyim hwemaye. Ebe shiwu hi hwemaye. All these are imitations because you are not satisfied with who you are and you don't know yourself. So it's Etuei bra bejian. That means,
Calling on.
let us go back to ourselves. Let us be true to ourselves. Let us be confident in who we are.
Wow. 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 So tell me, so apart from it was in which album again?
Baya.
Baya.
Yeah.
I think Baya, for me, is about the most popular of your albums.
Oh, without a doubt, yes.
Yeah. And which year is it? 87?
Yeah.
87 it was.
Yeah.
Wow. It felt like, I remember that so well because 87 was the GBC FM time. And they used to play it like nobody's business.
Yeah.
But at the time, they made it look like Ben Brako had just come from Abrochibi and has come to release some song. You know. Well, how did it happen with the recording of?
Well, I used to be in the corporate world here. I was in shipping, commodities and stuff, and I found that I wasn't getting the satisfaction that I wanted in my life, and I was scared that if I don't do my music, I will regret when I'm an old man. And that's So I actually left Ghana and went to England.
Oh wow!
And had a clean slate, so that's why I was able to do my music and start recording and all that.
So, and you were not new to music.
No.
At the time.
No.
So, at which age did you get into performance music?
Well, let's say, just for saying sake, that I used to sing to my fellow students when I was about 10, 11 at St. John's Preparatory and Primary.
Wow, in Accra?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I went to St. Augustine's College, and my big brother on entertainment night told the entertainment prefect that my brother can sing. So I was there surprised they called me, and home I was even scared, but I went and sang. And incidentally, that people remembered that three years later when they formed the school band and they wanted a vocalist. Oh. So they came to ask me if I would love to sing. I said, oh, yes.
Which year did you enter St. Augustine's College again?
64.
1964.
Yeah.
You were like 11 years?
Yes, 11.
Yeah. 64, St. Augustine's.
Yeah.
But where did you grow up?
Well,
I'll come back to the St. Augustine story.
That's the problem. My father was an agricultural officer.
Oh, okay.
In fact, he did cocoa for the Ministry of Agriculture and later Cocoa Affairs.
Yeah.
So they used to post him to all these.
Tell me about that.
The rural areas, we used to live in bungalows.
You're talking to one.
So we lived all over the place,
Where?
Look, I attended over 10 schools before I got to secondary school.
Well, I did 7, so.
Oh well.
I'm almost close to you.
Yeah. So it was a very varied experience.
Which regions? It will be interesting.
Well, we were in Adesu, Suhum.
Okay, still in the eastern region.
Takrady.
Move across western
Akosombo.
Akosombo and Cocoa?
No, Akosombo, he had then gone to Volta River Authority.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
And many others I forget.
All right. Some of them, I am sure, were a bit, difficult experiences. Some of the villages.
Not really, it was very exciting because, we started out living with my grandmother in Cape Coast, okay? And where we lived in Cape Coast, it's called Sudu, near the SOS Park, the former football place, yeah? And there's the Sudu village, which is very typical. It's almost as if it's isolated from the whole, and they lived their traditional life. And then there's the Sudu estate, where the wannabes, and never the twain shall meet, because your parents don't want you to mix with those people, And my grandmother actually set up a church in Sudu, tried to Christianize the place, and it was bizarre to me, even as a child, that
Really?
there should be that,
Why?
Well, I couldn't understand why they didn't want us to mix with them.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't understand why they looked down on their practices, because they were very happy and confident in it, and all kinds of things. So anyway, when we went to the villages, I was very happy. We didn't actually live in the villages. We lived in the bungalows,
Yeah, okay.
which is just at the outskirts.
Normally, outskirts of there. And it's just isolated.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who
but
lives there.
But you go to the village, you go to the school, you mix with
the
them,
farm,
and then you come home and they don't want you to mix with them again,
Where did you do your common entrance?
I did my contract at Cape Coast.
Cape Coast.
Yeah, St. Augustine's Private School.
Oh, then you were close.
Yeah.
And you entered St. Augustine's and the music started taking shape.
Yes.
And then you had a school band, which you later would join.
Yes, that's why I was telling you that they formed a school band and they wanted a vocalist. So they came to ask me, they sent a delegation to me. So I was very happy to oblige,
This is when you were in Form 3?
Yeah, Form 3, Form 4, yeah.
Form 4. And then so you were there as a vocalist?
Yes, I was.
What's the name again?
Famous Flames.
Famous Flames.
Yeah, it was named after James Brown's band. Those days we used to just play copyright.
Of course. But James Brown at the time was huge.
Oh yes, yes. We used to play James Brown.
So, remember some of those songs you used to play?
Oh yes, I specialized in Otis Redding.
Otis Redding.
That kind of I got dreams,
Can you sing to
arms
us
of mine.
Can you sing to us one of those songs?
Oh.
Sing. Just a bit.
I've got dreams, dreams to remember. I got dreams, dreams to remember. Honey, I saw you there last night. Another man's arms holding you tight.
Ayaka.
Yeah.
These are the songs on the lips of students and all these upmarket, middle class people. You know.
Who actually tried to shun Highlife.
Shun Highlife?
Yeah.
I thought there was a place for Highlife.
No, you see, they felt that as modern people, Highlife belongs to, So a lot of people, even my own brother, just couldn't stand Highlife, And whenever I loved Highlife songs, he would say, look at me funny, what's wrong with you? Yeah.
Oh, good. So you remember some of the guys you used to sing with in a band?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Those who have survived are still close friends.
By name? Can you name some of them? Yeah,
there was Patrick Kuju. He just retired as a lecturer in the U.S.
Patrick Kuju?
Yeah, we used to call him Chick Ferret. He was a great musician. And then there's Francis Bafu, who was also retired, from the stock exchange, and is between here and the U.S.
Francis Bafu?
Yeah.
Not the brother of Fritz?
Cousin.
Okay, because Fritz has a brother called Francis Bafu as well.
Well, I don't know whether it's a real cousin. He has a real brother called Francis, or they're cousins. They're close.
Okay. Yeah, then I know him.
And then Owusu, who was the Bantamahini's son, then, but he passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we had Reggie Sawyer, the Sawyer politician's son.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harry Sawyer's son?
Harry Sawyer's son, yes.
Wow, wow. So that's Valerie's elder brother.
Yes. No, I don't know whether it's elder or younger anyway.
Oh, I mean, Valerie is not 70, so.
Okay. Because
I mean,
remember
Valerie Sawyer, the deputy chief of staff.
Yeah, Harry Sawyer, who was a big politician.
Yes,
Yeah.
Harry Sawyer, I know Harry Sawyer.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of know the Valerie, Olive, and the family. So
Okay.
yeah, but it's interesting that you remember all these people. You stayed in touch with some of them.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, we used to go out during the summer holidays there. I shouldn't say summer, but a long
Long vacation,
and play on the normal band circuit.
Really?
With the
Even when you were in
professionals.
school?
Yeah.
When you were in school.
Yeah.
You used
I
to
mean,
go-
during the holidays,
Yeah.
we as a group would go and play with El Polos those days, Black Santiagos. We had so many bands.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll play with them. We'll travel to Kumasi, Takoradi, even went to Lome and stuff.
Wow, that was bold.
Yeah.
So from St. Augustine's, which you probably you left St. Augustine's which year?
I left in 69.
69.
I did my sixth form in Tema Secondary School.
And you went to Tema School.
Yes, I went to Tema.
I'm sure that you had a lot of fans.
No, but I had a lot of fun because so it's a boys' school,
That's what I'm saying.
and this is a mixed school. And it was a totally different experience.
And a fine man has come at Tema School.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
But was there a kind of a cultural shift between Ogasco, Tema School at the time?
Yeah, in a way, I don't think that they had the same kind of mindset, based on the religion and all that. It was a much more open society in that
Okay,
sense.
Ogasco was Catholic,
Yeah, Catholic,
orientation.
yeah.
And Tema School was, because they were too close to all the main bands, the happening bands in town.
Yeah.
At the time, what were some of the bands in Tema?
Oh, why, Joe?
Because this is
Even Jeduble was living in Tema.
at the time, yes.
Yeah. And
So this is where a lot of the industries had taken off.
yeah,
Where you had the GTPs, where the Dumas.
yeah, and we used to have. They used to feature me on GBC TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Mike Egan, the late Mike Egan.
Yeah, Mike Egan,
Yeah, on
yes,
his show,
yes.
and other shows. They
Oh,
would
Mike
invite me.
Egan's show was huge.
Oh yes. Well, welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No. Then you were big before you became big.
Yeah. Well.
Lovely. So we are Tema School and Tema. I'm a bit, because you see, you used to go out even while you were in Augustine's holidays, and Tema had a stage for band music,
Yeah.
and the likes of Sweet Talks,
Yes.
and all these
Yes.
bands with.
But I didn't engage.
Okay, at the time.
At that time because we were not together.
Okay.
As
a
we
standing
finished,
band.
finished school, and so those days I used to just freelance, or like on GBC TV or something as a guest artist.
Did you make more friends in Tema School that you've kept?
Yes,
Some
yes.
people are a bit disengaged from their sixth form.
No. I still have some good friends.
From Tema School, right?
Yeah.
Wow, you get to hear from them.
Oh yes.
I mean, they have
they have an
strong
association.
close
Yeah,
association.
they always send me.
The messages.
Yes.
So from Tema School, what options did you think you had at the time when you were leaving Tema School in terms of education, career? What were you thinking?
Well, at that time, I felt that I should go into music.
Oh,
But
even at that time?
yes, but my my parents, particularly my mom, who always supported my musical instincts, you know. But she said that music is a bit...
the uncertainties there and risk.
So she would prefer that I go to the university, get a degree, and bank that, and then I can do whatever I like. So that's exactly what I did. Yeah.
Advice well taken. So you had, when you wrote the advanced level, is that it, A-level at the time?
Yeah.
Which universities were you considering?
I was considering Tech and then Legon.
Oh, I see. Why Tech at the time?
Well, at Tech, I was thinking of architecture.
Oh, okay.
And Legon, it was agriculture.
Wow.
Because, you know, like my father encouraged me to.
Oh, lovely.
That, yeah.
And so you ended up going to University of Ghana?
Yes. Yeah. And I specialized in agric economics. So.
Oh, you did agric, the agric faculty and then agric economics.
Yeah.
At the time, where was the agric faculty again?
Where was it?
Where was it located in Lagos?
Oh, same place I always been. You know, just
behind the school,
just
the
before
School of Performing Arts. That
area, but just before you get to Equafo
Hall,
it's on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very beautiful, well enclosed place.
Yeah.
And how was life there at the time?
Well, those days, life in Legon was
early 70s.
Yeah, it was special, you know. Yeah, you know, we used to have servers. People, you know, even people come and clean our roofs. You know,
Legon for more. You mean you had people who were engaged by the university?
Yes.
To do room servicing.
Yes. They were grooming us for, you know, the
leadership
higher life, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So you go to school, you had laundry service as well?
I don't know about laundry service, but
you're eating for free.
We're eating for free. Yeah.
3 times.
3 times. You know, solid. You know.
Oh, it's solid.
Yeah.
And you didn't pay school fees.
No, and we used to get
and you were paid
allowances. They call it millions. The millions have come.
You call it what?
Millions.
Millions.
It was only about maybe 47 CDs.
At the time. But that was
to people, it was millions. Those days, it was very
that's
far.
like today's $50 or 50.
It's much more than that.
Much more than that, yeah.
Those days, I mean, that's a long time.
Really? And they paid you, what, every week or every month?
No, every term.
Every term?
Every term, yeah. They give you your allowance and all. And then you can even go for a loan. They used to give from the banks, you know, the Ghanaian commercial banks, they arrange special loans for students.
For students?
Yeah. And we used to go and take the loans. Yeah.
So 3 years in University of Ghana?
No, 4 years.
Oh, you did 4 years?
Yeah. Agric was 4 years.
Really? That's I'm hearing that for the first time.
Yeah, it was 4 years.
So you did 4 years there?
Yeah.
Wow. Why so? Because most of the
most
degree
of the
courses were 3 years at the time.
Because there were so many
practical.
Not only practical, but different. You have crops, you have soil science, you have engineering, you know, and then you have economics.
Oh, wow.
You know, so you first of all ground yourself, and then steeping it a bit. Then you start specializing. You can elect 2 or 3, and then you have to select
one. And then you chose agric economics.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is this something that you have pursued?
In my own...
In your own way, not in terms of employment.
Yeah.
Are you still engaged with that space?
I think it's something that I found very useful.
And I'm asking because I read a lot of the things you write.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I read a lot of the things you write. And I see a connection.
Yeah.
In terms of the way you think about how things ought to be done. You know, the social engineering space kind of thing.
right, yeah.
So that's what I'm asking. So, and it's obvious, people. So this is Ben Brako. Yes, the Ben Brako, the musician that you know, and he's talking agric economics. Just in case you missed something, when he eventually graduated from the University of Ghana. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll go into the music proper. It's the footprint. Welcome back. This is Footprint, and we have our music legend, Ben Brako, who has graced our studio. Today is our studio. We are actually at the Equator Bar at La Palm Hotel in Accra, and he's been so kind to be with us today. Ben, so you leaving University of Ghana with being successful, 4 years spending time there, coming out. What happened in terms of career progression?
Yeah, well, when I was in the university, that's where I did most of my musical creations.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I had a guitar and I used to work out the songs.
Which hall were you in, by the way?
Ekwafo.
Ekwafo?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to test out my music. So I formed a band called Agromba Guduriba.
Agromba Guduriba.
That means they're still coming.
Yeah.
You know, so we played only like 2 gigs, okay? And we played only my songs, plus a couple of Ifri Mamu, you know. And what really spurred me was that so many years after Legon, the people came to my show, remembered the songs. You know, and when they saw me, they would shout, "Hey, maybe Maguzo," you know, that kind of thing. I said, "Wow, this seems to have gone down well." So it encouraged me. But after Legon, for national service, I taught in Achimota School.
Oh, okay. So that was your national service?
Yeah.
In Achimota?
Yeah.
What were you teaching?
Agricultural science.
Oh, agric science, obviously. So that'll be for 1 year?
For 1 year, yeah. They wanted me to stay on, but I got a job with a shipping company in Tema, you know, as a commercial manager. So I was
you just thought the money is good.
Yeah, the money is good. The travel, the accommodation, you know, so it was really good, yeah. And then the experience of business, yeah.
So you left Achimota School?
Yeah, I left Achimota School.
You didn't make friends there?
Oh, I still have friends there. I'm very much attached to Achimota because my parents also went to, my mother's family went to Achimota. Most of them, yeah.
But you remember some of the students that you taught?
Oh, yes.
Later in life, did you?
Yes, I still interact with them.
Really?
Yeah.
So they see you and they know that, oh, that was a great teacher.
Yeah, sometimes I get surprised. I see people, I think that they are my age group. And they say, oh, you're my teacher. What are you talking about? You know?
Oh,
yeah.
Because so that's what, which year was this? Early 80s sometime? When you did your national
No. It was, I went to Legon in 71. So this was like 75, 76.
Whew. So those who went to Form 1 in 75, 76, you know, I mean, they are in their 60s now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you did the commercial manager?
Yeah, I did the commercial manager thing, you know, with a shipping company, but we're also into commodities. With we were bidding to supply jute bags, you know, all kinds of things, soybeans and fertilizers and stuff for the government. Yeah. So after that, I got a job with Kwanzaa Film Africa.
Well, that was big at the time.
Yeah.
Film Africa was huge.
Yeah.
But this was the Genesis Chapter X and Heritage Africa.
Yes, and then Love Brewed in Africa, which was their major.
Love Brewed in Africa ports, yes.
Yeah, that's the one I helped to market those days. Yes. Yeah, we traveled all over the world. trying to push it. Yeah.
Wow. Because Love Brewed in Africa Pot was like the biggest thing that happened.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
right. Yeah. And from there, I formed my own company called Commercial Consultancy Center. It was based on the shipping, just trying to help people recover their goods that get missing when they ship stuff. So, and then recovering financial losses when people come to bid and they take the money and don't produce the goods. So we chase them all over the world, that kind of thing. So,
you did that for a while.
yeah, I did that for a while. Then I said, no, I think I better get into my music. Yeah.
All right. So, which year did you finally say, look, let me put the corporate stuff aside and go into music full
That
time?
was early 80s.
Oh, early 80s.
Yeah.
And
about 84.
okay.
So.
And how did you start? Because at this time, Highlife had taken a different turn with Burger Highlife, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the songs that brought Highlife home to most people, and outside of the rigor of the guitar band, was Etuie Brofo.
George Darko.
Yeah, George Darko.
And Lidodu.
Yeah, and Lidodu, yeah.
Wow. And this was in, is it 81? 81, 82, thereabouts.
Really, I'm not too sure, but it created a buzz in the Highlife world. Yeah.
Prior to that, you're right. Prior to that, in the mainstream entertainment system, Highlife wasn't.
Highlife, Ampedu was making waves here and there, but then we had the big bands.
But not in the urban entertainment space. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the big bands like Ramblers.
Okay.
And then Kim Bruce,
Yeah. With his black berets and all.
Yeah.
The BB groups.
That's
yeah.
right, that's right, yeah.
Okay.
But then they also were not popular with the ordinary people. It was more the elite.
Oh, okay. Wow. So with all these, how would you decide that, okay, let me take the bet and move into this Highlife space? Because that wouldn't be a very popular decision.
No. I mean, I was just convinced that, it's something I had to do. Yeah. So I actually spent some time learning about recording techniques and the recording industry.
Wow.
I did a test recording, and then I went
in Ghana?
No, in London.
Okay, so at that time you moved to London to
I moved to London.
Okay.
So when
Who did you work with? Any musician? Any
the major person I worked with passed away. John K. Yeah.
Wow.
John K was.
He was the man about town. He was a reference point at the time.
Yeah, he was very good at production.
Everybody says that.
He was very good at production, and very strict too.
So John K helped you with the technical bits.
Oh yes.
In the UK or in Ghana?
In the UK.
In the UK.
Yeah.
All right.
In the UK.
So will this be what led to the Baya album?
Exactly. I had written the Baya album, most of it in Legon.
Oh. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And I even played some of them once I was in Legon, but I kept it. I felt I had to release it. So when I met John, I thought he was the right person, and so we went to the studio.
By that time, where did you get money to do this?
No, I used to work with, whilst I was doing commercial consultancy center, I worked with a friend of mine called Duncan. In fact, he passed away recently.
What?
Duncan.
Okay, Duncan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we used to do business with the
the own galamsey,
no, galamsey.
not gold galamsey.
Not gold galamsey. We used to import items for.
Right. So basically, you sponsored yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. With John K. Now, Baya let's go through the album. It looks like one of those albums that every song was a hit.
Yeah, that's what people used to tell me now. Why you put all your hits on one album? Who knows when it's going to be a hit?
Well, but it's been a hit and it still survives.
Yeah, but I mean, at the time you're doing it, you have no idea how it's going to be received.
That's correct. Yeah. So walk us through the tracks on the Baya album, if you remember.
Well, I think that a lot of people think about the stories and the message.
Right.
And even though a lot of times people do not actually understand what I'm saying.
That's correct. So which is the first one again? What is the first song on the Baya album?
The first song on the album is Etuei.
Etuei, which is the one I played.
Yeah.
I want to play that again. Just somebody's watching who probably doesn't even know which songs we are talking about. So let's hear Etuei again. So this is an arrangement by John K.
Yeah, no, this arrangement I had already, but John K made sure that it sat well. Everything was organized.
Yeah, that's a real production.
There can be a lot of confusion in the studio, when people are not technically unfair,
Correct. So after Etuei, what's the next one?
I think the next one is Intasi.
Intasi? Which one is Intasi? We have Intasi here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh. I think any Ghanaian who grew up between, let's say, the mid-80s into the 2000s will know this song.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like stopping the program and just doing this song. They'll go and sleep.
Yeah, but what this is saying is that it takes a man and a woman. But the woman is always denigrated, and the man praised. The man becomes a champion, hey, and the woman is, But, and so we go and ask the woman, where's your husband? It's like, if you're not married, you're not a worthy person, that kind of.
Oh, okay.
So
I hear Obabesia,
when you what's the wukunu wa him? There's a new kuna, so the when you.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I think these things have to be explained properly so people will have a better appreciation.
Yeah.
Because you telling me gives me a different
Yeah,
view
because a lot of married women really love the song. They thought it was just in praise of marriage. That I was saying that if you're not married, you're not worthy. Oh. But no, I was saying the opposite.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't saying that marriage was bad, but I was saying that, in our society, you are equally meritorious whether you're married or not.
Yeah.
And you don't have concepts like bastardy, and all that nonsense. You see what I mean?
What's the next song? Well, these two are very popular.
Yeah.
Well, remember
the next song is Anukum.
Anukum is also very good. I think I need to look for that one as well. Anukum means kokonsan or something. Yeah. Anukum.
Yeah, just gossip.
Beautiful, and they are also unique. Yeah. They don't sound like one another. Each one is unique in its own structure and expression, and each one addresses a particular social issue. So you see, an educated person writing music, and this song has been around for almost 40 years. Yeah, 40 years.
This was 87.
87, so almost 40 years. But it still sounds so relevant. So this is the Anukum. Mama me volume kakra. Yeah. So do you still perform these songs?
Oh yeah. I mean, people when I'm performing, they want these songs.
Yeah, of course.
They want these songs. Otherwise, they're not happy.
Anukum. But why did you do this particular one?
Well,
did you have some Anukum person in the system that you needed to deal with?
No. But you see, people used to do silly things like, what's the name? Eko akoto bells. Inya bebinda. That kind of thing. People used to do things that didn't make sense, just for bragging rights and all that,
So hang on, you are talking about people who had misplaced priorities? Or?
Yes, exactly. People who didn't know and value themselves. They take their values from other people.
Oh, wow.
So I thought, it didn't sit well.
How many tracks do you have on this?
7.
7. So we've done 3. What's the other one?
Maybe.
Maybe Maguzi. That one, it was like an anthem. And I noticed that most of the shows, you always ended with this
always
one.
End with maybe, yeah.
I feel like standing up to dance, man, but I'll take the shine out of the whole thing because my dancing is deadly, Oh, maybe how I wish we had a band here for you to do some for us.
Yeah.
Good. So, okay, thank you. So 1987 is when you released this one.
Yeah.
So you had to come back to Ghana.
Yeah, I came back to Ghana then to release the album.
Yeah.
Actually, it came ahead of me.
Okay.
And it hit such a chord that, there was demand for me to come, and they were doing the awards and they wanted me here.
That was 88.
Yeah.
When they had that's when it won the album of the year.
Yeah. Singer of the year, album of the year.
Ekrag, right? Ekrag Award.
No, that time Ekrag had gone a bit defunct. It was called The Leisure. It was a guy called Rex something. He used to publish a newspaper.
Yeah, Rex Image.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So he took it up.
Rex Dankwa.
Rex Dankwa, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's a whole definition in the sports and entertainment industry. He used to organize all the big events at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was very strong.
Oh, okay. So that's where you had this album of the year.
Yes. Record of the year, singer of the year, and then album of the year.
Wow. Rightly so.
Yeah.
So tell me, it's been almost 40 years. After that, you now went back to the UK. Is it UK?
Yeah, I was in the UK anyway. That's where I recorded Baya.
Okay. And then you came back to Ghana.
I came back to
live
just no, not to live yet. I mean, just to promote it, push it, and do all kinds of things. But I was still living in the UK.
Okay. And what?
Even you brought me here to do the Mogo, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, that was a big thing, man.
Yes. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. And I was looking forward to a lot of things.
We'll come to that. So I just want to see in terms of the progression after a successful launch in Ghana, huge, and then living in the UK. How was life there as a musician?
Oh, it was. You see, I was never a typical musician.
As in, I get that.
I was a bit different in a way, and
because you had too many competences. you had an option.
Yes, I think I had options that I couldn't just let go.
Yes.
So
what were you doing? Like working
Yeah, I was working.
Okay.
I wasn't working. I never worked a regular job. After leaving Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was doing some small businesses here and there.
Wow.
And I actually went back to school. I went to the University of East London.
Where?
University of East London, in London.
In London?
Yeah.
Okay.
To study mass communication based on IT.
Oh, okay.
You know, at that time, IT was changing.
Was being defined.
So I thought that was interesting for me, you know.
University of East London.
Yeah.
Whoa. At that time, there were a lot of Nigerians there.
Oh, yeah. There's always a lot of Nigerians.
They were only second at the time to Thames Valley University, which was being shut down anyway. But so you spent time as a full-time student again?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I mean, you know,
was that a postgraduate course you were doing, or you had to do it all over again?
No, it was just a graduate course.
Oh, okay.
You know, I wasn't interested in postgraduate work. I just wanted that competence.
Right. Good. So survived, you know, doing stuff. So how long were you in the UK again?
Oh, Charlie, UK, I was there for long.
For a long time.
Yeah. I think I spent about 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, some of in living in the UK, of course, you are doing performances every now and then.
I was traveling out, you know.
Who are some of the Ghanaian guys you met there that you found yourself working with?
Oh, I worked with Bessa. Bessa was there.
Bessa Simon?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I worked with Alfred Bannerman. Cariban, yeah.
Wow. Great guy.
Yeah,
Great guy.
I worked with so many people, you know, Ghanaians, yeah. And even before I started recording, it was those Sibisa guys who...
Yeah. Maktonto.
Maktonto. I went to Maktonto's house, and I showed him my music.
Yeah.
And he said, wow, this is good, you know.
As for Maktonto, he will always make you feel good about what you're doing.
It's such a great guy. Enthusiasm, you know.
He's highly energetic.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. So, young man doing your own thing and meeting the great Osibisa group.
Yes.
And
Osibisa were the standard.
Of course,
come on.
A reference point at the time.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, Maktonto has passed on. But he was such a beautiful soul.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. So you did that one in London, and then all the years that you spent, Alfred Bannerman, Bessa Simon, and all the people that you met. And eventually, you took a decision to come back to Ghana.
I decided to come back to Ghana because I was losing my vibe, you know. I didn't feel the the wow factor anymore. You know? Yeah.
Oh, people. So that's Ben Brako for you, Ben Brako. All the songs that we've been sampling are indeed his own creation, and this is Ben Brako. But this is also Footprints. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll see what led to his return to Ghana and how he has survived after. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Footprints with Ben Brako. So Ben, you now getting ready to come back to Ghana from the UK after the whole surgeon, which will last a whole 2 decades, and you were defined by your high life. Okay, you're a musician, but high life was the main. And seeing that you did this at a time when high life as a genre itself wasn't so popular in the urban space in Ghana, because you had a lot of the Western music of Michael Jackson, the Casey and the Sunshine Band, all those people that dominated the clubs in Ghana. But you're still able to break through. That's the point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Eventually, which year did you decide to come back to Ghana?
It was a gradual
Okay.
decision, you know, and
Don't tell me that it started from when I brought you to Ghana.
no. I mean, not at that point, but soon after that.
Oh, really?
I just kept feeling that I ought to be home.
Yeah.
You know, I felt that there's a lot of things that need to be done, and even for my personal sanity, I just wanted to understand my origins. You know, even more. You know, understand.
So this will be late 2000s. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was actually early 2000s. Is it?
Late.
Yeah.
Because my invitation was in 2005.
Your invitation was in 2000.
2005, when we had met at the Ghana event in North London. Yeah, which the High Commission put together.
Okay.
I forget who was the High Commissioner. I think Ambassador Isaac Osei.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, North London somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's where we met.
Okay.
With other musicians. I think Pauline there.
Pauline must have been there.
Pauline Odro was there, and then one thing led to another. And hey, you want to come to Ghana? We have an event happening, and you came yourself, Paulina, and the Osibisa team.
Yeah.
Right, with Greg Brown and all the guys.
Yeah.
And then you left after, and started coming in.
Yeah. Okay, so it must have been 2010.
Okay, thereabouts.
Yeah, thereabouts. That's when I came back. Yeah.
Got to Ghana.
It wasn't the, what do you call it?
The millennium?
Millennium, yeah.
The millennium,
it was
year 2000.
It was,
that was much
yeah,
later.
much later, yeah.
But tell me, so how have you progressed with your music since you relocated to Ghana?
When I came back to Ghana, my focus was not so much music.
Whoa.
You know, my focus was trying to understand the system. You know, I mean, it didn't make sense to me in so many ways.
You mean the Ghana system?
Yeah.
What system? Social system? Political system? Cultural system?
Political system, you know. I mean, I found that it didn't make any sense. Yeah.
What value were you deriving from this whole new found pursuit?
Well, sometimes I'm crazy like that, you know. but you know, these things matter to me, you know.
No,
it matters to me. Like when I was young, I couldn't understand why they were segregating me from other children.
Yeah.
Purely on the basis of whether they were anglicized or not. You know, what kind of home they lived in, that kind of thing. And, you know, this thing just kept, you know, with me. You know, so even the song Mekomekrom, you know.
That's another one.
Yeah, it's part of.
That's also on the Baya album.
Yeah.
Wow, this album was too rich.
Yeah, you know.
Mekomekrom.
And when I said Mekomekrom, I didn't just mean traveling to Ghana. I meant going back to who we really are. I don't understand why we are scared to be ourselves. You know, that everything. I mean, how can you? I don't know whether I should say this, but you know, it sounds silly to me that ordinary Ghanaians are still being treated as if they were not equal. Just the same way that the whites treated us when they came.
Who's doing that?
The governance system. Because, I mean, people can't go to the police, you know, whereas in their village, they know what to do when they have a problem. In their small communities.
Okay,
They can't go to the court of law.
Okay, so you're looking at the structure, the governance structure itself.
Because we had a structure, and then people took over, set up a system, and they said they're giving you independence, but you have to run their system.
Okay, so your thing is that it's inconsistent with the way we are structured culturally.
Yes. Based
so what
on
do you want
years
to do
of
about
experience, this culture is not an easy thing.
Yeah.
And without culture, you're about nothing.
What would you want to see, say, in the next 10 years, let me say?
What I would like to see in the next 1 year is that
1 year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we'll be 70 years old, you know, next year. And I want to see that we accept who we are. What we have is just legal.
You seem to be so passionate about this culture thing.
Oh, yes. It's very important. I don't know what we're afraid of, that we can't accept our progeny, that those who gave birth to us, and we disrespect them, saying that, what's my bosom, you know, they do okay. You see what I mean? Everything about us is negative.
But I think it's getting better. People are now...
No, they're paying lip service. You know, if you believe it, you know, live it. You understand? I don't understand why we go on our televisions and they're all wearing suits. You know, are you...
Because it's cheaper.
It's not cheaper. These people, they wear the top suits.
The suits are cheaper.
You go to Parliament, you know, they're just copying what these people do. You know, I put it to you, Your Excellency, this and that, you know.
You're asking, but
what the hell? You know, you give yourself big monuments and, you know, all kinds of things.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've had a good time talking about his music, his life, and, you know, and this is where we have to bring our conversation to a close.
Okay.
But I get your passion about the culture thing and being Ghanaian or African, for that matter. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you so much.
Yes, people. So you've been listening to a conversation between myself and the legendary Ben Brako, and he qualifies. He ticks all the boxes. Trust me. And the album Baya will be 40 years next year. God willing. Is it next year? 87. So Jubilee year, 70th anniversary, Ghana 70. I am sure that we will try and fix something there where we will celebrate Ben Brako, 40 years of Baya. Trust me, it will come from City FM ChannelOne TV.
Here.
Thank you for joining us. I am Samuel Attah-Mensah. Catch you another time.